Alright guys, so in this video I want to talk about one of the top tips. If anyone asks me about talking to suppliers, about finding suppliers at all, one of the top tips that I would give them about that entire process is going to greatly help them in getting the best quality product, exactly what they're looking for, and just increasing the speed of absolutely everything and making the whole process a lot easier. What would be one of my absolute top tips for that person? That's exactly what I'm going to go over in this video. So if you're interested at all by that top tip, you want to know what it is, I'd really appreciate it if before we get into it, you can give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell notification, and leave a comment down below now at the end of the video. Anytime, saying anything helps. It's all really supportive and I greatly appreciate all of it. But with all that said, let's get into this top tip. So what is this top tip that I'm talking about when messaging and contacting and just dealing with suppliers in general? Well, we all know that our suppliers generally, probably their first language isn't English, which I know, very big surprise, it's probably Chinese. But there's nothing wrong with that. Many suppliers have very good communication skills. They normally speak quite good English. Some of them don't, and for those cases, I would normally try to kind of steer away from those suppliers. It's not an overall bad thing if they don't speak absolutely perfect English, but in general, if prices are similar and products are of similar quality, you want to go with the supplier that has better communication skills, replies faster, and has better English, because in the long run, they're probably going to be the best suppliers for you to deal with. But even if your supplier has great English skills, or even if they have bad English skills, this tip is going to apply to absolutely everyone, and it's going to speed up the process. And even talking to someone from the UK, there can still be miscommunication in exactly what you want in your product. So there's one thing that can't be miscommunicated, and I'm sure you've all heard the saying that a picture tells 1,000 words, and that's basically exactly what I want to talk about in this video, is how much pictures and images are underused in supplier communications, and it just absolutely baffles me because they're so important and so useful. So when I'm contacting a supplier to talk about a product that I want, when I message them about the initial product, I want to get images from Amazon, from Google, from absolutely everywhere that I can find about the product that I am looking for, and I'm going to send them 3 or 4 examples of the product that I'm looking for. And if there's not a certain example that shows everything I want, I'm going to take pictures of loads of different competitors and saying, okay, I like this bit of his, I like this bit of there, I don't like this, I don't know how this looks, I want this bit on here. And I'm not going to describe to him how I want my product to look and what I don't like in words. I'm just going to send him a picture, because a picture, like I said, a picture tells 1,000 words, and it's going to speed up your communication and just get you both on the same page so much quicker and ensure you get the product that you're looking for, and there's no miscommunication in what's happening. So beyond this initial message, you can continue to do this through your entire conversation with your supplier. So if you're talking about the color of your product, it's very easy to go online and get a color palette and just show them the exact color that you want. Or if you want a certain type of material for your product, it can be hard to kind of describe materials. How would you describe how a certain material feels if you don't know kind of what it's called? I'll go into Amazon, I'll go into Google, and I'll type in kind of what I wanted. If I wanted, say, quilted leather or something, I wouldn't just show them or explain to them I want quilted leather. I would get a picture up of really nice quilted leather, whether it's doing it in squares or the quilt's going diagonally or it's going in lines. I would get a picture of exactly what I want. I would send it to the supplier and say, I want quilted leather for my product to go around these areas. This is exactly what I would like it to look like, and there's no miscommunication there. If I'd say to someone quilted leather, they might determine that as lines going down straight or lines going diagonal, but actually I want the quilts to go in diamonds. So if any of you know what quilted leather or quilted fabrics is, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but the supplier doesn't know that. If you say quilted fabrics, then they can determine that a number of ways, but by sending a picture and telling them 1,000 words in one picture, there is no chance of miscommunication there. So if you want something your supplier has, if you want a certain bundle, if you want something to look a certain way, don't bother spending paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs trying to explain it. Just explain what you want as simply as possible, because again, English isn't their first language. Paragraphs aren't going to be very useful to you if they don't speak perfect English. You want to be bullet points, you want to be numbers, you want to be very short, concise, and to the point, and you want to use pictures to explain exactly what you're talking about, because it's going to speed up the entire process for you a hell of a lot more than trying to explain and maybe getting off on the wrong foot, getting on the wrong page, and just not getting exactly what you wanted as fast as you want. You don't want to just be in a gridlock of days and days and days just trying to explain what you want, when a simple picture could do that very simply. So for any of you beginners out there that are just starting product research or just starting to contact your suppliers, or even if you've already got products selling, this is 100% a top tip I'd recommend you implement immediately in your supplier communications, because I honestly believe it's going to help you tenfold in just getting on the same page as a supplier, getting what you want faster, and just reducing the overall communication times. Because I've talked about in one of my last videos how there is a time difference between the UK and China. Some conversations can take a while just for a simple detail on your product to get figured out. It can take quite a while because of the difference in times and how long responses can be. So getting those responses down to a minimum time, as I went through one of my last videos, we'll link in the card above, is very, very important. But just limiting the conversation in general to be as fast and concise as possible is going to be greatly improved by using images, as I talked about in this video. So if you're looking to sell in Amazon FBA in the UK and you're looking for a program that's going to teach you absolutely everything from A to Z with my personal support, then check out the AZ Academy. The first link in the description. I'm sure you will not be disappointed. But with all that said, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe, smash the bell notification. Any comments, suggestions, just absolutely anything, leave it down below. I really, really appreciate it. And with all of that said, I'll see you in the next video.